Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Classic Comedy Cinema. I hope you've enjoyed the previous episodes. Some really good movies there. If you haven't, check them out. And if you want to see more classic comedy reactions, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Your subscriptions really mean a lot to me. So if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll get more out to you. Today we're going to look at a movie that I have not seen in 11 years, and it's Coraline, an animated movie. And it's again quite surprising that I haven't seen this because I'm a big fan of animated movies. Going way back, my first movie that I was ever brought to the cinema was the Jungle Book. This was in the days when Disney used to re-release movies on a regular interval into the cinemas, and I thought it was just the most amazing thing ever. You know, my first visit to the cinema was Jungle Book. So how good is that? You know, for any kid. I can't remember exactly what age I was. It must have been 4 or 5, I would think. But it stuck with me for a long time. It was actually quite a few years before I was brought to the cinema again. But I really enjoyed that. At the time, we would have had a black and white TV. So, you know, it was a whole new experience seeing this in color. And I can even remember the songs from it to this day. So I know very, very little about Coraline. Actually, I don't know who made it or director or the story. I've heard that it's a bit creepy. And I've heard that when people watched it when they were kids, they got creeped out by it. And which is quite surprising for a stop animation movie. But there is something, I think, inherent about stop animation that does lend itself more to unsettling experiences. I can think of maybe some of the TV shows when I was growing up. They had some stop animation like Morph, and there was one on called The Clangers, which was stop animation, and they were very endearing. But you could see that they could be a little bit creepy in the movement. Things can move unnaturally in stop animation that can be a bit creepy, and I can see how that could maybe horrify younger viewers. When I was younger, I got a few horrific experiences watching children's TV as well, not particularly movies. Particularly Doctor Who, of course, was very big on a Saturday evening, afternoon, and I had nightmares from one episode of Doctor Who. It was the Tom Baker era, classic Doctor Who, as they say, and there was an episode that I had nightmares about, but I never remembered watching the episode. And it was only later in life that I asked on an internet forum, did this episode actually exist? Because I've no recollection of watching the episode, but I had nightmares about giant rats in kind of in the sewers in Victorian London, and a Chinese puppet with a knife killing people. So very horrific for what's supposed to be children's entertainment. And it did turn out that this episode did exist, and it was one of the most famous episodes. I forget the name of it now. It was The Talons of Wang Che or something like that, a Chinese name. And oh yeah, I watched it again. It was an amazing episode. The other thing that really frightened me when I was a kid was I saw this when I was about 8. Was Children of the Stone. Really interesting short TV series. It's on YouTube if anybody wants to check it out. I highly recommend it. About a father and son who move into a stone circle, such as Stonehenge, but this is in Aylesbury, I believe. So it's a real stone circle that exists, and there's actually a village in the center of the stone circle, and that's where they made this TV series. And it's all about the power of these stones, and it's actually really well made, really atmospheric. The music is so haunting and weird, and this is and the imagery and the underlying menace of it, and it's really well done, and I highly recommend it. And if anybody's watched it before, let me know your opinion, or if you're going to watch it, I think you'll really enjoy it. if you enjoy those atmospheric serials, and would frighten anybody from. You don't need to be a kid to be frightened by it. So that's what scared me when I was a kid, and so I've heard some opinions of people who watched this when they were young too. That this was more scary than they thought it would be for, an animated movie. There was a time when all animated movies were thought to be for children only, and you couldn't really make something specifically for adults. I know there's a German animated movie about a cat, which is quite horrific in its own way, and of course the Japanese have have a patent on adult animation. But I haven't seen that many of those. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this, because it's, as I say, I don't know the story, and I really enjoy animated movies, so let's watch it together. Oh, I like the titles already. Oh, about sewing? A button? Dakota Fanning, that's a name I recognize. Terry Hatcher? Oh, Superman's girlfriend. Jennifer Saunders, wow, from the UK. Oh, Saunders in French, wow. I wasn't expecting all these names. Ian McShane, of course, very famous for Deadwood and TV series. Oh, here we go. Oh, being cut up? Wow. Oh, Japanese influence. Oh, already it's very interesting. Ooh, sharp implements. Mount, wow. It's beautifully done already from the start. So interesting. Oh, sound, okay. Whose hands are these robot hands? Oh, made of needles. Oh, okay. There's a lot of sharp implements, I noticed that. It's only like a minute in and it already looks amazing. It's great to see it on a big TV too, HD. It's, I think doing reactions on laptops or phones, it just, you can't really appreciate the movie. You need a real TV to watch it on. I'm kind of about 4 feet away from my TV. Oh, beautiful. Pink Palace Apartments. I love it already. Why did I wait 11 years? Somebody moving in. Oh, don't forget the tip. One very old dollar. Ah, the scrawny cat. It's me, Coraline. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It looks so good. The textures. Blue hair, very modern. She's divining her way. And cat is seeing what's happening. Looking for a new friend. They say cats pick their owners, I had cats land in my garden and they said, okay, you'll be my owner. And they were right.
Hello? Who's there?
Oh, poor cat.
I'm just looking for an old well. Magic dowser, show me the well!
Who's this guy? Whoa!
Get away from me! Ah!
Here's the 3 settings.
Ooh. Let me guess, you're from Texas or Utah, someplace dried out and barren, right?
Ow! And I don't like being stalked. Not by psycho nerds or their cats.
I do feed them every night, and sometimes they'll come in my window and bring me little... I'm not supposed to talk about it. I'm YB. YB Lovac.
It's Coraline.
Caroline what?
Coraline Jones.
I'd wear gloves next time.
Why?
'Cause that dowsing rod of yours, it's poison oak.
that's not good. Wow, what 10 legs you have. The cat with his pink nose, he looks like he has lipstick on. Or she has lipstick on.
Mom, I want stuff growing when my friends come to visit. Isn't that why we moved here?
Something like that. But then we had the accident on the front porch.
I love mulch. Okay, she's like a
Hey,
garden
Jonesy,
blogger or something.
Look what I found in Grandma's.
Huh.
Oh, it looks like
A
her.
little me? That's weird.
Huh?
Hey, Dad.
Dad.
How's the writing going?
I love his
Dad.
expression.
Hello, Coraline. And what'd the boss say?
Don't even think about going out, Coraline Jones!
Oops.
Oh. It's so beautifully made, the movement.
This house is 150 years old. Floor it. Go out and count all the doors and windows and write that down. List everything that's blue. Just
Count all the doors and
let
windows.
me work.
Maybe there's hidden places in the house. There's missing doors or missing windows, or too many doors or too many windows. A bit like Secret Window by Stephen King, the book and the movie. Maybe that's good for her. There's an ivy. The old water heater.
no, 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 no.
He's using old technology in 2009. Don't push. The Lighthouse. Will they play a part in the story? Will they? I don't know what direction the story is going to take. I presume some sort of fantasy or
blue boy
some
in
magic.
a painful...
Oh, how to get over there? Be quite funny to have a doll that looks like you. Kind of cool and creepy. Ah,
Hey, Mom! Where does this door go?
Really,
a mini
really
door.
busy.
I think it's locked.
If I do this for you. Fine.
She knows how to play the. Oh, love keys. Oh, with a button on the end. Ooh.
Bricks!
Oh.
I don't get it. You didn't lock it. Ah!
My
What's
twitchy,
behind the wall?
witchy girl. I close a porridge and I give you bowls of ice cream.
Why don't you ever cook, Mom?
Now what's it gonna be?
Think they're trying to poison me?
I wonder if they had a. You know, could you buy Coraline dolls afterwards? Were they a popular item? I don't know how popular the movie was. I know it got great reviews.
Good night, little me.
I think that's a good doll. I just have this impression. It's a good doll. It's not going to turn evil. Or if it does turn evil, it'll be under duress and will ultimately save her. In her dream? Oh, the door. No bricks.
Huh?
Is this like a mirror image of the room? I'm a
Mom?
bit scared now.
What are you doing here in the middle of the night?
You're just in time for supper, dear.
Buttons.
You're not my mother. My mother doesn't have...
Buttons? Do you like them? I'm your other mother, silly.
Mother.
Well, go on. He's in his study.
It is a bit creepy. Now he's
Hello?
playing the piano. Oh.
Hello, Coraline. Want to hear my new song?
My father can't play piano.
No need to. When she comes around exploring, Mom and I will never.
Are they going to entice her into a better life, a more exciting life? Get her to switch sides.
Golden
Wow, it's a feast.
chicken breast.
Do they have gravy? Well, here comes the gravy train.
Wow.
Choo choo. Any requests?
It reminds me of Charlie Chaplin
Mango
Modern
milkshake?
Times when he was testing out a lunch machine that automatically fed him. Did things all go wrong like that? Oh. Welcome home.
Home?
We've been waiting for you, Coraline.
I didn't know I had another mother.
Of course you do. Everyone does. Play a game.
They really want to play
You
that
mean
game?
like
Hide and seek in the rain.
what rain?
Oh.
Do they want to bring her down the well or something?
What? I better get home to my other mother.
But I'm your other mother.
I mean my other mother.
Definitely a bit suspicious. Oh, such a nice room. Ah, she wakes up in her own bed. So it must have been a dream, but a dangerous dream maybe.
Huh.
Oh, being cut up? Wow. Oh, Japanese influence. Oh, already it's very interesting. Ooh, sharp implements. Mount, wow. It's beautifully done already from the start. So interesting.